We are in Plano again. I'm excited. We're running more labels. V2 season continues. Dan's coming down. Here we go, brick by brick.
Bunch of stuff today, man. Little future concepts. You got bars, bites, clusters, gummies, drinks. What's up, Holden? How you doing, bud?
Good, man.
We'll see if anything good comes out of it.
Fruity cereal milk one, really good.
I'm not really a fruity cereal person. I'm like an OG Captain Crunch kind of guy, but the fruity cereal milk flavor is spot on. Serving size is 6 of these little things.
Yeah, 6 of those ones.
So you're telling me I can eat 5 more of these?
You sure can. Wasn't sure how you guys felt about, the bar concepts or bars in general.
I like the concept for sure. I mean, I think you did a nice job with it being pea protein. I think the texture is really good. I think that's what we've been trying to figure out is how can we do something that's trending but offer it in a unique way that's not seen right now on the market. And overall it was it's a nice sample.
One is 2 standing, man. I don't know what happened. Samples and drinks. I'm full. I don't need lunch today. We can make something like this.
Meanwhile.
Welcome back to the PricePlow Podcast. This is like twice in, I think, 30 days, maybe 45 days that we've had Dan on the podcast.
I live here now. I figured for this pod, I'd sip on, you might not know this about me, but my favorite flavor is actually
I really thought you were going to give me some insight there. We're going to talk about video games and supplements today.
Best part of my day. I've been looking forward to this all day. I go through a lot every day. CEO really means Chief Everything Officer, get a lot thrown at me. But when I see I've got some time booked on the calendar to talk about video games, it's like, hell yeah, let's do this thing. So, it's actually mind-blowing. My 10, 11, 12-year-old self would probably be in disbelief that it's actually a career now and that esports has grown to the point where not only are people making a lot of money, but there's actually great brands and great products across all categories, doing a lot of big things in the world of gaming. Ghost across all products, we work really hard to kind of make sure that there's a lot of reasons to appreciate us. I don't want to say there's something for everybody because we definitely don't try to cater to everyone. We know that a brand can never be everything to everyone, right? That's impossible. We definitely work hard to say, hey, whether you're someone who appreciates the formula and the innovation and the ingredients, you're going to find that Ghost, right? We're fully transparent across everything we do. We partner with the best of the best on the ingredient front. If you're not someone who's so focused on the ingredients and you're focused on the brand, well, maybe like the Ghost logo, the flavors, and then last, the community, I think is what also, we say we formulate for the 1% that understand it. We build the brand, the marketing message, community flavors for 99%. At the Ghost level, as far as where do we see this going for us? Honestly, I have no freaking idea, right? We're taking this thing day by day and we're in it for the love of the game. Where, look, what you can expect from us is going to be more collabs, more flavors. Got a video game, our first kind of retro video game, that's all I'm going to say, title that we're working with over the summer to do something really cool and expand that to some merch as well. So look, we're going to continue to have fun.
We're back.
Dude, we are in Plano again. I'm excited. We're running more labels, but specifically, V2 season continues. We're running all the rest of the V2 label. Dan's coming down. He never comes down to Plano, so that's exciting. Brick by brick, brick by brick, brick by brick by brick. We didn't take the jacket off yet, man. We got a label already. First, Legend V2 label off the line, of course, SPK Redberry. We've run the SPK label now on a bunch of products, so this one should be pretty straightforward. We obviously want to match that, make sure the label, logos, the kids, everything looks consistent across all the products. From an art perspective, almost identical. The only thing that's changing, obviously, is formula. I don't think I realized how many products we've got actually in the hopper right now, but started today off with our first flavor of Legend V2, SBK Red Berry. That one was a home run, easy to rock, and then we moved into BCA Swedish Fish. We're bringing that back for BCA V2. It's Dan's favorite flavor system.
I've admitted it personally. This is probably my favorite flavor of anything Ghost made. Look, let me say something about Gamer Swedish Fish, all right?
Oh,
right here.
it's still your favorite?
It's my favorite drink, especially because Swedish Fish Gamer is
Dan's favorite flavor?
my favorite flavor. Has not changed.
I've made some slight tweaks here just to color in the background. So tomorrow we'll continue on with the V2s. We got a couple more flavors of Legend V2, some Size V2. We made some subtle but very cool tweaks to that art. Let's get out of here. More labels to come. Productive day. Love Play-Doh. Day 2, brought this guy along. Reinforcements. When's the last time you were down here?
I don't actually know.
It's been a minute.
Was it in the middle of quarantine when we did this thing in the car? Dan and Ryan sitting outside McDowell, press checking some of these labels.
A lot of V2 labels today. Here for the
V2s, here to see John. Good times.
After you. Come on, get in there.
When I wake up, I'm willing to take my chances on whom I forget that you hate him more than you notice. I wrote this for you. You need him, I could be him, I could be him.
If we were on a television show where one of us was lying and one of us was telling the truth, like the audience had to say which of us was lying or telling the truth, would they believe it was a lie that I was a pilot from my past life, or they think it was a lie that you posed nude in front of them?
It wasn't nude. It was implied nude.
You were an implied nude model. Would people think it's more likely that you posed implied nude or that I flew actual plane?
They would probably think that mine is closer to accurate than yours.
Yeah, it's actually all accurate.
It's
kids.
all accurate.
It's actually all true. And one time he even asked me. One time he even asked to borrow my pilot uniform for a shoot, and I said no.
All right, productive day, day 2. Dan's here. Today, continued the V2s. Ran some Warheads today, and this one's pretty special. We ran the OG Blue Raz Legend V2 label, which, fun fact, is the first ever product that Ghost ran. And from an art perspective, I mean, we kept the V1 heritage, but we cleaned it up a little bit, we matured it a little bit, removed the characters. A lot of what we've done on some of the other labels that we've talked about over the years too. This is the oldest label that we have.
This launched December 1st, 2016. This is like kind of Legend 1A. Crazy that 4 years has gone by. Yeah, I guess we spilled the beans last week in Skype sesh with Ant from Protein Pick and Mix.
And look, this will be the first time anyone hears this, but the V2 Legend formula looks a lot like what we did with Max Tuning V3.
Still featuring vegan fermented pure L-citrulline as an anchor. We increased beta-alanine from 2 grams to 3.2 grams. We added nitrogen, a really cool patented pump ingredient from our friends at Nutrition 21. I think the combo between that and citrulline is freaking expensive. You don't see both of them fully dosed in a lot of products. We love that 1-2 punch, and because it's different inherently than what's in pump, this Legend V2 still stacks great with pump V2. We added Synactive, formerly Actogen. Talked about it a lot on the channel, especially any of our pre-hockey days. It's one of my favorite kind of endurance ingredients for that. Put it in the Legend for some of the performance side, and we added Astrogen, also from New Live, to help with the absorption of everything. We doubled down on the Alpha GPC, added tyrosine full gram. Rock on. A little Ghost Bay, more Rewolfia in the US version, and then what we're gonna see kind of like that's the only ingredient difference now in Legend V2 for all of our global formulas. Same exact like kind of like we'll say active ingredient base. However, the global formula will be like in Europe uses Neurofactor in place of Rewolfia, and then in Australia we use bitter orange in place of Rewolfia. So like that's the only difference between all 3 formulas now. Everything else is super consistent, and look, definitely a big level up. I think we've been able to leverage, like I said, ingredient partnerships, take all the feedback everyone's given us over the years, our own experiences, played some different things in the like kind of ambassador limited edition collabs we've done, and I think this product kicks.
Slaps. Label slaps, product slaps. Excited to finally get this out. We're actually out of stock of Legends. So.
I guess I've seen some comments on that one online. Like, look, it is incredibly tough to predict and plan like kind of a changeover, like V1, V2. You don't want a ton of overlap, but man, dude, our website, like everything's been so hot. We probably screwed up the timing by maybe a couple weeks, where we're on fumes in most flavors or most places right now in V1, but Legend V2 is coming soon. So.
Last thing we ran, continue the V2s. We obviously down here a couple weeks back, ran Pump V2. Day 2, we got 3 more new Pump V2 labels to run. Now, size V2. Art looks very similar to previous art. Labels came out sick, and I don't think we've really touched on some of the changes, the cool changes that we've made to size V2. Quickly, we're just giving shit away in this episode.
This is because I'm actually here, Ryan.
Yeah.
I don't have to talk
Let's get it out.
I don't have to talk about the products. The biggest change I think in size V2 is we switched from what we used to call like full yield creatine, which was creatine hydrochloride and creatine monohydrate, to a just straight up Creapure branded creatine monohydrate. It's the purest and most high quality creatine monohydrate in the world. Although I like kind of the value prop of creatine hydrochloride, nothing is as tried and true or as studied as creatine monohydrate, and Creapure is the absolute best. Brand new ingredient partnership with Creapure that we're excited about. The other thing that we did as far as a big change in this one is we brought back kind of something that we introduced in CGV3 in that loaded Legend that we did, which is the concept of tingle reduced beta alanine. You still want to take multiple doses of beta alanine a day to reach muscle saturation, get the full effect. We've increased the dose in size from again 2 grams to full 3.2 grams. However, we have coupled it with a brand new ingredient called Beta Prime, but it helps reduce the tingles that you feel from beta alanine, so it's still super stackable. We added Synactive to this as well. Another change, right, just inherently, is because there's not creatine hydrochloride in this thing, which was a salt essentially. Flavor of this is so much smoother. Bringing in new ingredient partnerships, listening to some feedback from everyone over the years, and again, I think a huge level up, huge upgrade to kind of what we did from size V1. So
rock on. You
feel used.
These products are at the core of everything that Ghost is about. So to V2 them all kind of at the same time, it's a lot of info, but it's also like pretty exciting.
I think it's cool how it all worked out.
Yeah.
And we said this, it's better to be lucky than good, but I think like last year you saw Ghost expand categories, Gamer Greens Glow, Energy, worked out perfectly, but to then begin this year, hopefully as the world is starting to move forward, gyms are reopening in a lot of places, and say, hey, we're going back to our roots and launching these great upgrades, great V2s across the board from our core sports, like you said, Legend Pump size. It worked out really well. I'm excited, and I cannot wait for this flavor, the cause, to hit.
What could be better than this? American flag, Swedish fish.
Heading back to Vegas, America, yeah.